The Waterloo Regional Police Service has approximately 760 sworn members and 290 civilian members that provide service to 545,000 residents. The service has 3 urban and 2 smaller rural divisions. The region is rich with cultural diversity. 22% of the population is made up of diverse minorities, and the surrounding rural area has a huge Mennonite community. The region is one of the most ethnically diverse areas in Canada. It has the 4th highest immigrant concentration in Canada and the 4th highest concentration of visible minorities in Ontario. Waterloo Region is also home to 2 universities and a community college that increases the population by 50,000 students each September. Additionally, Waterloo is home to a large technology hub and home to Research in Motion. In 2009, our service began a transformation driven by a new vision-inspired, values-driven strategic business plan. This plan has led to a restructuring of how our officers are deployed, how our efforts are measured, and how we are perceived by the people we serve. Most importantly, it has increased our capacity to practice community policing.
As an organization, we have evolved over the years. We've taken community policing and ensured that we have a community mobilization approach and a citizen engagement approach to our community policing philosophy. We do it in such a way where we are leveraging the assets in our community. We are building capacity not only in our own organization, but importantly in our neighborhoods and throughout our community to ensure that the solutions that we arrive at together are sustainable over time, and as such, we're ensuring that we have the highest quality of life for all people in Waterloo Region. That community mobilization approach is evident in the Alison Neighbourhood project that had great success for us, not only as a police service, but specifically for the residents and for the group of people that were engaged with us as we solved a community problem, and we did it in partnership with one another. And the success of that has been borne out over time. We're very proud of the efforts of our members on the front line, and most importantly, the partnerships that we developed in Alison Park to ensure that we are, in fact, one of the safest communities in Canada.
In 2006, the Alison neighborhood in the South Cambridge area experienced a growing problem within the new Canadian population. The Waterloo Regional Police Service was alerted to an escalation in racially motivated violence targeting the Muslim community. A footpath tunnel underneath railway tracks was identified as a focal point for much of the violence. Once the police suppressed the violence, they began a community mobilization initiative partnering with representatives from the Cambridge YMCA, the Alison Neighbourhood Community Centre, the City of Cambridge, and leaders within the Muslim community to problem solve, improve relationships, and build trust. Other community partners soon joined, and a group now known as the Cambridge Community Partners Group held its first meeting in June of 2006. As a result of the continued commitment of the Cambridge Community Partners Group to sustaining a safe community, representatives from the Sikh and Native Aboriginal communities are now participating in the Cambridge Community Partners Group sessions.
During this process, several residents of the area, particularly those who use the tunnel to travel from this neighborhood area to the mosque for the prayers, came to me after this cleanup process, and they told that they feel much safer and much confident when they pass through the tunnel. And all this process has created a sense of safety and trust for the community and for the agencies that have worked there.
The real feeling comes when you are able to sit with people together. When you sit with them, then you share your ideas and your experiences and your problems and issues. And right on this table, when everybody is sitting down there and listening to each other, we can get real solutions out of it.
We just steered them, we just talked to them and said, well, this is not the right way of doing things or working together. Let's be together and let's work on it. And I think it is an amazing kind of feeling, but we are humbled with that kind of achievement that what we have got. We never thought we will be recognized, to tell you the truth, in this regard. And I don't think this was for the recognition.
We are such a small area in Cambridge and the region and the province, the country, and I feel like this project and the things that a small community of residents did really put us on the map. And it's all just about working together and building those relationships, building partnerships, and it's just been such a positive experience to be involved within.
I mean, we had several memorable moments at the tunnel, but I think one of the ones that will definitely stay in my mind was when we organized a community cleanup. We had a tremendous amount of support from the community. We had a barbecue, and it was just amazing seeing not just adults but the kids cutting back brush and piling brush and sweeping the tunnel and just doing overall garbage cleanup. It was just amazing to see that, and as I said, that's probably one of the moments that I'll always remember about the tunnel. It was just really, really a great evening.
Our first event, we delivered flyers and invitations in mailboxes, and no one came. Again, with the input of the community, we learned going door to door, face-to-face communication was critical, and that's exactly what we did. The event thereafter, 115 community members came. It was extremely successful, and that was our community conversation. So in summary, the best advice and the biggest lesson that we learned is listening to your community, both the leaders, but also all of the neighbors and all of the residents. They best know how to engage them, and they have a lot of the answers that will make success.
So each year, one of our school resource officers goes and presents to the students, and it's truly a thrill to walk in the room, be recognized as members of the Waterloo Regional Police Service, and actually be applauded. And that's really saying a lot, because 5 or 6 years ago, the temperament, the feeling in that community was, we don't trust the police. It's changed.
Community policing looks at problems in neighborhoods, and the definition that we use for neighborhood is really quite broad. Neighborhood can be something as small as a single home, it could be a park, it could be an apartment building, or it could be a large subdivision. A community policing initiative can be something as simple as a police officer taking some extra time to sit down and really dig down to the root causes of a problem that could be experienced in one household. Really, the key is listening to and communicating with the people that are most affected.